everyone, and welcome to another edition of Cosplay 101. Today we're going to talk about references. Now, I already touched on the topic of references in my planning and organizing video, but I want to dive a little deeper today. For those new to cosplay, when I say references, I'm referring to images of the costume you intend to recreate that you can use to find the right patterns and fabrics and make your cosplay as accurate as possible or desired. Obviously, you don't need to make your cosplay perfectly accurate, but if you intend to aim for that, references are all the more important. So first off, let's get into how to find reference photos. This may be surprising, but I've personally found Google image searches to be barely helpful when it comes to finding good and unique cosplay references. The kind of images you tend to find on Google are mostly posters and officially released screen caps from online publications that covered the movie or show's release, all very basic in terms of usefulness. For me, the place I've found the largest array of unique and useful references has been Pinterest. Perhaps it's because the pool of results you're dipping into is fed by fans of the thing rather than just a search matrix, I don't know. But on Pinterest, you'll find more angles, more close-ups, and more behind-the-scenes shots than you'll find through Google. Pinterest also has the added benefit of having a convenient way to save the references you find. I personally have pinboards dedicated to every character I've cosplayed or plan to cosplay, just full of reference shots. While Pinterest is my main reference source, I have found a number of good shots on social media, though that is often just a stroke of luck. I have several folders of references in my saved photos on Instagram that I stumbled across on my Explore page, and a folder in my camera roll of photos I downloaded from Twitter or Google. But like I said, most of that is from just getting lucky and stumbling across something, so it's not the most reliable source. There are also websites curated by costuming enthusiasts, such as The Costumer's Guide to Movie Costumes. I'll put a link below. They have a large list of costumes from various movies with reference photos, sometimes costume analysis, as well as a collection of links to fabric stores, costuming forums, and similarly useful things. Alright, now that you know where to look for reference photos, let's get into what you're actually looking for. When looking for references, you're going to want to find photos that give you the clearest shots and the most angles of your costume. Screen caps from the movie or show are going to be your best bet for the widest variety of angles, and may very well be the only way you find that elusive back shot. However, while screen caps are 100% going to be your top resource, they often come with the drawback of color grading. This is where behind the scenes and promo photos come in handy. These will often have either natural or studio lighting and won't have gone through post-production editing, so they'll have more accurate colors. Behind-the-scenes photos were some of my main references when making my Kaz Brecker cosplay. The Shadow and Bone cast posted lots of set photos, which was very helpful for me since most of Kaz's scenes in the show were at night and very color-graded. As for promo photos, these aren't something that every production releases. They're often studio shots that may be used in posters, and in some cases are a rare, high-quality full-body shot, which is great. They're also often used as a record of sorts for the costuming. I personally know that Star Wars does these for a lot of their movies, the prequel trilogy in particular. Finally, we come to one of the easiest kinds of photos to find, and that is posters. These are widely distributed as they're a production's main promotional material, so you can find them pretty much anywhere. Since they're studio shots, they're going to be high quality and are a great way to get clearer close-ups when you zoom in. However, posters come with the downside of being highly edited, and therefore aren't always a perfectly accurate representation of the costume in the film. For example, take this poster of Jack from Mary Poppins Returns.
This poster gave me a great look at the lining of his jacket and the pattern on his shirt. However, the gloves are edited to be magenta when in the film they're actually gray.
With all these pros and cons, your best bet is just to collect a large assortment of different kinds of references, make comparisons, and put all your observations together to form your best approximation of what your cosplay should look like. And on that note, let's move into the final part of our video. Using your reference pictures can be as simple as getting a general idea of silhouettes and color schemes, or as in-depth as figuring out the exact weave and fiber content of the fabrics. It's up to you how accurate and detailed you want your cosplay to be, and consequently, how you're going to utilize your references. If you're going for a simpler rendition or something like a Disney bound, all you need to do is get the general look and feel of the costume. Pick your basic, most recognizable elements and stick to those. For example, for a quick and easy Han Solo, you'll want a vest, a white shirt, and boots. From there, you can get a little more specific with colors and silhouettes. Okay, you want a dark colored vest. Not a fancy suit vest, something more utility, but still on the trim side. For something like this, you'll probably need fewer references as well, just a few full body shots, anything that'll give you the general vibe of the costume. Now, if you're going for a more in-depth build, and especially if you're aiming for screen accuracy, it's going to be a lot more intensive. Your references are research. You're trying to learn as much about this costume as you can. As with any big project, it's easiest to break it into pieces. Start with one piece, like a shirt. I'll use my Jack cosplay as an example. Start with just a regular photo. Okay, it's a button-up. Looks off-white, possibly striped. Great start. Now you zoom in. Okay, definitely striped. But it's hard to tell what colors the stripes are in this shot. Let's try another one. Okay, here you can tell that the stripes are pinkish. Now I know what to look for when I go fabric shopping. Cotton shirting in off-white with thin pink stripes. From there you can move on to the next element and so on until you've got the whole costume. And there you have it. It's pretty easy when you get down to it, but effectively finding and utilizing reference photos for cosplay is an art form in itself. And like anything, you'll get better at it with time. What are your cosplay research methods? Let me know in the comments. Also, friendly reminder, if you want to see my videos early, as well as get access to full photo shoots, work in progress photos, and more, don't forget to subscribe to me on Patreon. The link is in the description along with all my other socials. Until next time, happy holidays and thanks for watching.